Hello and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Do you worry or become overwrought because someone else is prospering and you're not? Especially if the person who is prospering is not a believer? Usually this is because you are jealous of what someone else has and we want that for ourselves. We want to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. There's a cure for this condition and it's called patience. And you can get patience by having faith. So let's look at our scripture for today. Psalm 37, verses 1 through 7. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. There are at least 12 commands in this section of Scripture, so let's look at them in a little more detail. Do not fret of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. Fret means to be constantly worried or anxious. So we are commanded not to worry or be anxious about those who are evil, and we are commanded not to be envious of those who do wrong. Then we are given the reason we are not to worry or be envious. They, the wrongdoers and evil ones, will wither away like grass. They will die like green plants do. Now, in other places that get lots of rain, green plants grow without any problems at all. Here in the desert, if you've ever tried to grow anything, you know how much work it takes and how easily those plants will turn into dried up, brown, dead plants. And that's what this verse says about the evil and those who do wrong. They will dry up and wither. In other words, all they have will come to nothing. We should not be envious of them. We should pity them. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. The first two commands were negative, that is, don't do this. Now we have 4 positive commands. Do these things. We are commanded to trust in the Lord, to do good, to dwell in the land, and to enjoy safe pasture. I think we all know that we should trust God to take care of us, and we should be doers of the word, and not just hearers only. But dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture? What does that mean? Well, I believe that the command here to dwell in the land is a command to flourish where we are. That is, to do whatever we are called to do where we are right now, and not be looking for greener pastures. There's an essay by Russell Conwell, a Baptist minister and the first president of Temple University, called Acres of Diamonds. It's the story of a man who wanted to find diamonds so badly that he sold his home and property and went off prospecting for diamonds. The new owner of his property found a huge diamond mine right there on the property that the first man had sold. The point is, you have riches where you are right now, and you need not go looking elsewhere. The promise is that if we are busy about the Father's business right where he has planted us, then we will find ourselves in the great shepherd's pasture, and we will be safe. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Now we have a command with a promise. If we delight ourselves in the Lord, he will give us the desires of our heart. Now, don't get this wrong and think that this is some name it and claim it kind of thing. No. If we are truly taking delight in the Lord, if our hearts truly find peace and fulfillment in him, then our hearts will be like God's heart, and the desires of our hearts will be what God desires. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. Again, the promise of God giving us the desires of our hearts is tied to us first committing our way to the Lord and trusting in him. Committing our way to the Lord means building our lives on the values of His kingdom, bringing our time, talents, and treasures into full alignment with God's will and purpose. He will make your righteous rewards shine like dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Here's another promise to us, that God will vindicate His children, and our reward will shine like the dawn, which means everyone will know that we are the blessed of God. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Another command for us to be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Being still before the Lord means not speaking to God, but instead listening for Him to speak to us. Seeking God in prayer and then waiting patiently for Him to answer us. Patience is one of the hardest things for some of us to learn. I can tell you that from experience. But we cannot please God without it. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. We are reminded of the command given in verse 1, and because it's repeated, you know it's important. Don't fret about those who are succeeding by carrying out wicked schemes. The wicked will be judged and rewarded for what they have done. By following these commands, we will reap the promises as well. We will be able to live our lives following God's plan and not worry about what anyone else has. We will learn, as Paul did, to be content in every circumstance and to be able to do all things through God who strengthens us. Until next time, I pray that you will continue to seek God and His kingdom first, so that all the other things can be added to you. Goodbye. Have a great day.